Ahoy, fellow Kelvan universes.
And welcome aboard the Joy of Trek, a superior podcast exploring the paralyzers and flowers of Star Trek, all of it. I'm Cocky.
I'm Kay.
And drinking all of Scotty's liquor is your chief engineer, Greg.
Together, we're on a mission through the rec rooms of Star Trek to find the cubed food on every food tray and the excellence in every episode.
Say that 10 times fast. Even the simulated patience.
Because every episode must be someone's favorite, and it might as well be ours.
So make your apologies and join us as we roll our D20 crew members into
The Joy of Trek.
Can you guess which episode we're doing today?
That's
Whoa.
not a D20.
Whoa, no.
That's not a D20.
Oh, wow, you were Johnny on the spot with the sound effects. See, those big buttons do help a little bit, don't they?
They do.
You're right that it's not a D20. It's also not a dodecahedron. I believe that it is a cubed octagon.
That sounds reasonable.
That's what I read in notes. Because everyone, hello. Welcome to the Joy of Trek. We are discussing
The original series, Season 2, Episode 22 or 21 or whatever, by any other name.
First aired on February 9th, 1968. A story by Jerome Bixby, teleplay by Dorothy Fontana and Jerome Bixby, and directed by Mark Daniels. And this is, I believe, the only episode with a different cinematographer whom I didn't write down because the other one, I guess, wasn't available.
Okay. What does a cinematographer do?
Responsible for selecting the camera lenses, equipment, setting up the right equipment for the scene.
That's not the cameraman's job.
So camera operator is this director of photography, there's a cinematographer,
Okay.
like those are all different sort of responsibilities, but they blend together and they work together with the director. Like, what do you want to achieve? Okay, you want this heavy action scene, you want a lot of, you want a lot of shaky cam? Well, they're going to have to use smaller handheld lenses.
We're going to get a big Russian to shake the cameraman around.
Well, something like that. They also assist with like selecting lighting and that sort of thing.
All right. So, let's see. What else we do at this point in the show?
You tell us what happened in this episode that we just watched.
Yes. Well, they're actually going where no man has gone before.
Again?
Well, they went past the barrier now, not towards it.
I think they've done that once before. They talked about it. You know, they talked about the galactic barrier. Yeah, we've been there.
In that case, never mind.
So disinterested.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you go? Well, you got to have something about by any other name. Come on.
Oh, it wasn't a very appropriate quote. I guess they just wanted to throw something in there. It's like,
oh, well, a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. And humans, even though they're Kelvan, actually are still going to be human. The form
fair enough. Yeah.
dictates, because still the audience may not know what the episode is about, Kay, so you're going to have to give them something.
Oh, well, okay, the Enterprise gets taken over by aliens.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Can you
okay,
narrow it down? Okay, to narrow it down, aliens who look like, Cirque du Soleil, polyhedron jugglers.
Sure. Oh, yes, he was juggling apples or something, or his world fruit. The guy from...
Oh, like that guy from the Poet Planet, or the
right, that's the one.
Dissident Planet.
No, the something colony, the contrarian colony or whatever it was.
Yeah, where Loxana took Alexander in... Chief, which episode was that? Oh, yeah, Chief, what actually happened in this episode? Forget about that one. Describe this episode, please.
Extragalactic aliens hijacked the Enterprise and turned the crew into inert solids, leaving the 4 senior officers on their own to exploit their captors' weaknesses.
Thank you. See, now people are on board. I sometimes worry that we get so excited about this episode that we've just watched. And they sort of forget, people don't always see necessarily on their podcasting device because they might be, I'm on the bike.
So, let's see. In 2018, Collider ranked this episode 9th best of the original series.
It's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
No, let me continue with a few of the other reviews first.
Okay, yeah.
Jammer's review by any other name has a similar theme as Return to Tomorrow, and is probably more campy throughout. However, it's also more effective overall because it picks a tone and sticks with it, rather than throwing the book out the window when the ends roll around. Well, okay. To which someone called Elson Wilson replies, I really hate it by any other name, and I swear Roddenberry doesn't care about justice when he sees a future world. He cares only about letting things go to the point where murder, rape, torture are forgotten within seconds, all because the other person is sorry. But in By Any Other Name, we don't get that. The Kelvans are not sorry, and they do not get any punishment for their crime.
Yeah. Okay, part I do understand, and we are going to get there. See, okay, here's some trivia. This was Jerome Bixby's first story on Star Trek. He was a young writer. He's done many, many things on Star Trek since then, which I didn't prepare in my notes. Chief, what else has Jerome Bixby done?
So Jerome Bixby is one of those authors who you have seen something that has been influenced by his work in some capacity. So as far as Star Trek goes, he did Mirror Mirror by any other name, Day of the Dove, and Requiem for Methuselah from the original series. He also did a Twilight Zone episode that has been remade in the Twilight Zone movie and the 2002 revival, as well as inspired Simpsons versions. It's a Good Life with the boy who basically makes everyone think happy thoughts, and if he doesn't like what they think, he will change something about them, or he'll make it snow, even if it's going to kill all the crops and everything. He also wrote the movie Fantastic Voyage, which has been spoofed in every children's cartoon I can possibly think of, where they shrink a little like submarine down to travel through someone's body to like heal them or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. But so he has done a little bit of everything. He's a very influential sci-fi writer. And in closing with this, Bixby wrote the original screenplay for It, The Terror Beyond Space, which Dan O'Bannon has said that was a big inspiration for Alien. And in the DS9 episode, The Emperor's New Cloak was dedicated to Bixby's memory, who passed away on April 28, 1998.
Wow, that's quite a list.
Yeah.
His original script was way darker and way bigger. Like it was like the peril was enormous. More crew members were executed. Kirk was tortured. Like the Earth was actually threatened.
Oh.
Because as he
We're
describes
going
it
to turn
himself,
into a cube dodecahedron.
yeah, I guess, which is bad for a planet.
Kind of like the space station from Elite.
Is
no,
it?
that wasn't actually D20, but yes.
An icosahedron is that shape.
Oh, yes.
That's
A ventisahedron.
a grandisahedron. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, it was really, really dramatic because, as he put it, a young sci-fi writer is often like overwhelmed by the enormity of it all and really attracted to it. And that's something that Roddenberry and the sort of writer's Bible, as they call it, the poop sheets, which I don't completely know where that word comes from.
I mean, because they wipe their asses with the bad ones?
Oh, wow. No, but this is sort of instructions for writers to, like, do's and don'ts, things that work for the show that they've learned earlier.
Oh, yes, I get that.
And one of them for the original series,
Okay.
you know, the storytelling of the 1960s was, don't make the peril too huge, because we do have a lot of these shows.
Sure, yes.
And so Dorothy Fontana did a rewrite where she added a lot of levity. She didn't quite know which bits were hers and which bits were Jerome's, although she definitely did the drinking scene.
Okay.
Which is one of her favorite bits of writing, and with good reason.
Oh, yes.
But so, yeah, like those sort of tonal shifts, that's possible from the tension between Bixby's original, like, grim, dark vision and DC Fontana's more practical Star Trek approach.
So, let's see. Do we have any warp cores to eject? Let's see. I've got 2 war crimes, but not 2 war...
Okay, let's have them.
I mean, okay, sending a fake distress signal, that would be the first one.
Yeah.
And executing a prisoner. No, that's sending a fake distress signal is definitely a war crime.
But wasn't it a real distress signal? Because the ship did crash. Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. What was the other one?
Oh, just executing a prisoner, to set an example.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are not signatories to the Hague Convention.
Fair point.
And so neither, obligated nor even covered. Actually, no, you are covered. Because the Treaty of the Hague is an obligation to the signatories.
You promise not to do these things, whereas even to people who have not signed it themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the things about it. All right, so
which are valid. You can press the warp core button if you like. You've got it's nice and big.
Oh, I mean the
eject the warp core.
Oh, no,
the ejecting. You
wanted.
You didn't want to.
It wasn't really eject.
Okay,
It was
I
just
need some kind of.
I said like it wasn't a warp core. It was a war crime.
Oh, fair enough. So there is one other person who really enjoyed this episode and told us all about it. I'm excited to find out who that is.
To us.
Because By Any Other Means was recommended by Toledo! Toledo, friend of the show, who also submitted the one about a distant origin with the space dinosaurs. Dinosaurs!
Ooh.
Oh, Toledo, I'm really excited to read this because he's a very insightful and smart person.
Oh, yes, let's hear.
I first encountered this episode as I did many TOS episodes in elementary school while I read collections of James Blish's novelizations from the 70s. Oh yeah, there were episode novelizations that came out. Even in text, there were elements I found to be genuinely horrifying. Super powerful aliens that apparently are normally giant, tentacle Lovecraftian creatures. They're coming to conquer the galaxy. Machines.
Take this away.
Machines give them the power to immobilize people and to transform them into helpless, easily and callously destroyed polyhedra. It gives us a rare example of intergalactic travel in Star Trek. The Kelvans are from Andromeda, arrived in a generation ship, and wish to return. It offers a very clever narrative use of aliens looking exactly human. It's a necessary shape-shifting adaptation for the Kelvans to use the Enterprise, but it's also the key to their demise. I think this episode offers some early vocal callbacks to previous episodes, demonstrating how TOS sometimes handled continuity and foreshadowing later Trek. Examples include call-outs to Where No Man Has Gone Before, Galactic Barrier, and A Taste of Armageddon, Vulcan Mind Tricks. Tons of genuine silliness, the Kelvans' reaction to humans, and Scotty's iconic, it's green.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Toledo. This is really great. This is, in fact, I don't remember all the episodes of the TOS that I've sort of watched before, but I was phenomenally impressed by it throughout.
I'll definitely say that the amount of TOS episodes that I've watched has gone up dramatically since I've watched this show.
Yeah.
Probably could say exponentially, if not.
This may be one of my favorites, even. Like, I think it's kind of brilliant.
I'm curious to hear why and how. So let us continue and...
We open in orbit over Teletubbyland.
Kinda, yes.
Or mini-golf course next to a nice placid lake with a very large
It does look a bit
moon.
like Walkabout Mini-Golf, yes. Or Soundstage 4, as I like to call it.
Yeah, and...
No life form readings, Captain. Continuing scan.
They are life forms. They're all the greenery around you, but I assume they're meaning, yes.
Because the core crew have all beamed down to this planet to just wander around looking for the source of a distress call.
With 2 red shirts.
Yeah. Ensign Shay is the black gentleman, and the female ensign is... Oh, I forgot her name.
I saw it a moment ago on IMDb.
We'll come there in a second.
Yes, but one of the first things she has...
2 human forms at bearing 300 Mark 7.
And Ernst Stavro Blofeld walks onto the set.
I know, so sort of statuesque. Like both of them are moving. I was thinking, okay, so these are from Cirque du Soleil or something. Like they're going to like pull something out of they walk like machines almost, and they stand there sort of staring ahead, which I now realize is sort of foreshadowing like how gradually they become more relaxed and human and settle into their roles.
Point, yes.
Yeah, because they must have just transformed.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe we don't know. We don't know how long they've been kicking around on this planet. There's not really been a mention of that.
No, later on, Kirk mentioned that they selected the Enterprise, so maybe they did some scanning of ships in the vicinity. Yes. Scanned the Enterprise, detected their form, probably sent the distress call first, then detected their forms and did a quick transform.
Right, make sure that if it's been Klingons who approached, then they would have probably made themselves like Klingons. And that would have been an interesting episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it really would have, actually, because the Klingons have dealt with technologically superior invaders before, and that's how they got warp travel.
Fair point, yes. I mean, not like the Ferengi, you had to buy it. But, yes, I mean, they don't really beat about the bush.
Now, you will surrender your ship to me.
And they touched their belt buckles, and this reminded me of... Okay, so there's a Blue Sky account previously on Twitter that I've been following for years, Tokusatsu GIFs.
Yeah.
And it's no context GIF clips from Tokusatsu shows like Super Sentai, Power Rangers is based on. A tradition in Japan since like the 1960s that continues today.
There's a lot of belt buckle shots in those.
There's a lot of belt buckle shots. Yeah, they've got devices and like these flip open and then there's a button underneath and lights come out.
I mean, there was like the whole bat belt from the Batman TV series. Like
utility belts.
Exactly.
And
the bat boomerang and the bat whatever and the bat this and the bat that.
Shark repellent bat spray.
Okay.
That was a real cool. But that was super camp as well. Like that was all very tongue in cheek and sort of playing with tropes that existed then. And they press these buttons and now they have turned, I will turn you into a mime and you into a mime. You're all trapped in boxes.
Well, and they must say they're doing an admirable job of like not moving.
Yeah.
It's just like, I had for a moment like, oh, my gifs are not gifing again. But then I realized like, oh, no, wait, this is like they're actually just standing still.
Yeah. We see Kirk hunched. He is sort of looking around. And at this point, the man and the woman who appeared introduced themselves.
I am Rojan of Kelvan. I am your commander from this moment on.
I thought he was really cool. Like, he had this calm and air of authority about him that just immediately intriguing. Like, he's not overreacting. He's not overplaying his hand. He's giving the information that he expects gets him the best results.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you feel different about him? You're less impressed? That's valid.
Well, I mean, he got that across. I mean, like, I like your interpretation well enough. It could be just like, it's all just like one of those aliens, like, you know, I mean, you got similar lines from Q. They're like, oh, well, yep, here, I'm the boss now. Although Q is infinitely more flippant about it than... but it's like, you know, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, here we have an alien proclaiming themselves to be the new boss again. It's very tropish, but...
A little bit. But with Q, I always felt like he's just saying this to f with us. Like,
of course,
he could flip the universe on and off with a switch. But this guy, I think he's completely transparent.
I agree. Well, yes.
Also notice, he's standing next to Kirk, and he's also got pointy sideburns that are longer than Kirk.
Oh, I mean, Kirk doesn't have particularly pointy sideburns, does he?
It's the Star Trek cut, the sort of angular pointed sideburns.
I mean, Spock and Bones both have more sideburn material than Kirk does, I'd say.
Yeah, but not Rojan. Rojan's got even more. And the way he talks...
Any efforts to resist us or to escape will be severely punished.
Yeah. And it gets even worse with the next lines, because he says...
Soon we, and you, will leave this galaxy forever.
He's even talking like Kirk, and more so.
Yes.
Like, he's really sort of big-dogging him. It's a dick-measuring contest.
I guess he's just picking up, mirroring, like picking up cues, I guess, going like, okay, this is how they talk. You know, they haven't had time to watch too much of All in the Family or whatever other show they can get here.
Oh, he's just been listening to Kirk's logs. Oh, this is how leaders speak on this planet.
Exactly.
Oh, like when Q looked at Chakotay's face tattoo and, like, popped one of his own, but he had, like, full Tamako, and, like, mine's bigger.
So, after the credits, it is explained to us how things are working here.
You are all paralyzed by a selective field that neutralizes nerve impulses to the voluntary muscles.
An explanation that I think a lot of young men in the 1960s completely missed, because they were all focused on the uniform of, I think this is Kalinda.
If you want to call it a uniform, yes.
Because she's wearing a backless shirt that's just sort of strapped to her shoulders.
Yeah, blue pants, blue shirt, which is just really a front with a little bit of shoulder hang-ons.
Oh, the Tice theory of titillation.
Yes.
Also, another aspect of that was to show skin where you don't normally see skin. Right? You've got backless dresses, but they don't usually go to the very, very lower back.
Oh, fair enough, yes.
Or expose the flank. So it all had to look very... it might fall off at any time.
We can control you at will.
Boing.
I will now release you.
So yes, turns out that they are here to conquer.
Within 10 millennia, high radiation levels in our galaxy will make life there impossible.
So we have come over here and we are going to conquer.
Yeah.
Kirk goes like, well, sorry, this galaxy will to retake and go find your own.
Captain, you think you are unconquerable, and your ship impregnable.
But...
Something penetrating from the planet.
Penetrating? I thought we were impregnable.
Well, there's a difference.
Same thing. Yeah. No, you just use a galactic barrier and then you can do all the penetrating you want without the impregnating.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sure there's some fanfics about this. Maybe some crossovers with Farscape.
Why is it impregnate? But why are impregnating and impregnate... I'll get there in a second. Hang on. Take two. Why are impregnated and impregnable antonyms?
I don't know.
Is that also why is flammable and inflammable synonyms?
It's the same thing, yeah. So what happens is a couple of the aliens beam aboard and they start taking over the various departments.
pop
Yes,
into
they,
existence.
no beam thing. They just do a little teleportation instant.
And they freeze everyone with this cool sort of special effect.
Yes,
They'll fondle their belly buttons.
Oh well, it's just like they're it's kind of like they're kind of like going like this. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my god! He did the thing where he holds his hand below his waist and makes a circle with thumb and forefinger.
That's what they're doing.
Means that you can now pinch my arm, I believe, because I looked at it.
In this case, it means that they're like you're now frozen and you can't move.
Oh, is that how the game's supposed to be?
I guess. Well, I
would
don't know.
have had a lot less bruises on my arm if I'd known that.
That's what they're playing here. Yes, they take over engineering, the bridge, and life support.
Yeah, and it's thrilling the speed with which it happened. We can't between like the engineering set, there's a weapons room, I think, and the bridge. People are running back and forth.
Red alert! All personnel, man your battle stations, go to red alert!
There's a bit of a Die Hard aspect.
Yes, anyway, yeah, they quickly take over. We see this a lot in movies and series where a well-executed heist is being perpetrated upon a unsuspecting target.
Yeah, by our heroes, and immediately like, okay, so these other ones are way more competent, or they've had more time to prepare.
They've got their little freeze ray. Not a cold ray, freeze ray.
Sick Dr. Horrible sing-along blog reference there, bro.
Thank you.
But there's only 4 of them.
Yes, and it's enough, apparently.
Yeah, 2 of them take over the ship, and the other 2 on the planet have the captain.
No, there's 2 or 3, because we've got like purple dude in engineering.
Yeah, that's I think Domar.
Yeah, and
the beige
yes.
vested one, that's Hanar on the bridge.
Right.
Who also played Joe Tormolian in the other episode that we saw, Joey, whenever it was TOS, yeah.
But yes.
Saw it on the trivia. It sounded interesting.
Soon
then.
enough.
Report, Hanar.
The ship is ours. We control the bridge, engineering, and life support systems.
So there's 2 women, Drea on the ship and Kalinda, and she's in the backless shirt on the planet.
Yeah.
And 3 males, including Rojan. And I think that's it. Sorry. So there's 5.
Yes.
I miscounted.
I mean, okay, so what's the point? Yeah, okay, they're going to... What do you need my ship for? It's going to take you like thousands of years to get to Andromeda at maximum warp, apparently.
No. We'll make some modifications and then...
The journey between galaxies will take less than 300 of your years.
Still a good long ways to go.
Yeah, Spock is fascinated.
We got a long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
Our ships were of multi-generation design.
Mm.
We were born in the intergalactic void.
Which is also, I think, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because they grew up in spaceships. Like, I don't know what's normal for Kelvans.
One, I think. I mean, they sent out more. They sent out more, but they were all sent to different galaxies.
Different galaxies,
yes.
Yeah. So it's interesting because they're not even like full on like they haven't experienced Kelvan life
right
the way that it is.
They only have the ideological doctrine that has been imposed on them by the people on the ship.
Yeah.
What's that show called again? With
don't know. Okay, Chief. I hope you've bleeped that bit out because it's Ascension. It's a 3-part show.
Right.
And it's really important that was bleeped out.
Fair point, yes.
Because Ascension is great.
Well, it suffers from not having a second season.
Yeah. It was a sort of a pilot that got turned into a miniseries and then didn't get it could have been. But yes, it follows a generational spaceship that was launched from the US in the 1960s.
Yeah.
So it has the sexual and racial politics of the 1960s.
And it has the same, it has the same thing. Like people are growing up and teenagers are rebelling and...
As teens do.
We didn't choose to be here. It's like, just because you stupid idiots. And the captain, of course, who is like having a bit of a existential crisis because...
As one does.
Well, he's like, okay, I wasn't the captain who launched it. I'm not going to be the captain who landed. I'm just going to be the guy in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah, because we hadn't invented cryo.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the same case here because she says...
We shall die there during our return journey.
And this one was interesting.
And our mission will be completed by a commander who is my descendant.
Okay, that's interesting. So hereditary leadership or selective breeding?
Yep, something like that.
Interesting that they do like...
Maybe they have a caste system. You know, where you're born, a biological caste system where they, you have different, like you've got brain bugs and you've got warrior bugs and you've got...
Oh, that's interesting that they're maybe just differently optimized for different roles and,
apparently these creatures, we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So...
There is an energy barrier at the rim of your galaxy.
And very casually, he says...
Yes, I know. We've been there.
As if it's
Get on
no
with,
big
get
deal.
on with it.
It's a weekly show, man. Come on. But it took out their ship, so they crashed on this planet, and that's why they needed a new one.
Yeah, they managed to get an escape craft, and, well, they are... Apparently, the energy barrier stops transmission, which is kind of weird, because we can receive radio signals from, stars outside. Like, got something called radio telescopes. It definitely work through the barrier, but
Maybe not superluminal.
No, fair. Good point, yeah.
I mean, what's the point of sending a message that'll take...
I don't know, how far away is the Andromeda galaxy?
Well, our galaxy has a radius of 26,000 light years.
Yeah.
And space is mostly empty, so, I mean, the distance between Earth and the Sun is how many Earth diameters?
Ooh, that's quite a few.
In the range of thousands, millions...
Accessing.
Thank you, Chief, for reminding me to upgrade our sound effects, because I also am very happy with it. The technobabble in this, the sort of exposition, I think is great, because it is established in character, and it's fully in character for everyone. Spock is genuinely interested and also respectful, trying to gain intelligence, as is Kirk. Realizing that they need to understand what's going on in order to have a defense.
And Kirk, Kirk is not even into the defense part yet. He's still being entirely reasonable.
Rojan, there's no reason to do this by force. Research expeditions have cataloged hundreds of uninhabited planets in this galaxy suitable for colonization.
No. We don't colonize, we conquer.
Yeah. I wonder, now that you've mentioned that they're the sort of... Yeah, they grew up away from Kelva.
Yeah.
Is that actually how Kelvans are? Or
we don't know. That's just how they were we're
is
told
that the
to be.
propaganda they were raised on?
Yes, exactly. That's my theory.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, we have no way of telling what the Kelvans are actually like, but it might just be, or what's been happening. We are several generations down the line on the other side.
Yeah.
The political climate may have swayed there.
Yeah, also.
Oh, no, wait, we have... aliens are always immutable and monoculture. Sorry about that. Forget that.
Yeah. Or they at most have like two factions on a planet that are definitely at war.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Or one of them is being oppressed by the other, or something like that. Yes.
Social metaphors. No, but this is really interesting, because the like, by any other name, the theme of the episode is that character is formed by experience and, by extension, environment.
Yeah.
Right? Your relationship with the environment. So Kelvans born on a spaceship are not Kelvans born on Kelva. Regardless of like their form of upbringing, how you try to bring them up, they just have different stimuli. Oh, as we see later on, should we sort of blaze through this? Because let me see. Yeah. They're going to be taken prisoner because...
Your crew will undoubtedly wish to cooperate with us if they understand that you are hostages.
And now Hanar comes down, and there's a conversation between Rojan, the leader, and Hanar, who says...
I do not think we could have kept our sanity living too long on this accursed planet.
Because they're creatures of deep space.
Yeah.
But I think they're not talking about themselves as Kelvans. I think they're talking about themselves as generation ship.
Oh, that's possible.
Like
At least we'll be away from all of this openness.
Yes.
Soon. We will be safe in the comforting closeness of walls.
Because we are creatures from outer space. Wait.
They grew up on a spaceship.
I know, I get that.
Yeah.
But it sounds a little bit weird. Like if you say, like, oh, no, we have to get away from this planet with all this open space. We have to get into outer space again.
Yeah.
Because there we kind of have the confines of their spaceship. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But at first it sounds a little bit weird. But
has anybody told them about, buildings?
Well, they clearly know about caves. They've already transformed one into a prison.
That's true.
But yeah, there's already the first little things when they talk about it, like just before it goes there. He says like...
Yes, there are things of interest.
Yes, that's
these
Hanar.
shells in which we've encased ourselves. They have such heightened senses.
Apparently they're not very, perceptive outside visual.
Yeah.
We don't know space normally.
I mean, for someone to be impressed with the kind of sensorium that humans have is woof.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Spock is examining a sounding rod.
Oh, that's an advanced model.
Fascinating material.
Yeah, I bet. And it's incredibly durable, he can tell by touch. And
Yes. Just
phaser
looking
fire
at it.
wouldn't help.
Yes, they've been relieved of their weapons, their tools, everything, so they can't do anything out. They are in a conveniently sandy-floored cave.
Yeah, the weird flat sort of, and conveniently bum height sort of rocks that they can sit on. And they do some thinking.
Yes.
Shay, the security officer, I believe, he's the one who has the sort of key insight.
However perfect they are, there don't seem to be very many of them. Why don't we...
They have the paralysis field.
Because apparently they have modeled themselves as perfect human beings. That's what Down Bones says. Like, well, the readings I got there, just like all humans straight down the middle.
Yep. And the odds of aliens being exactly like humans are extremely slim.
Right.
But let me see. Okay. Kirk identifies, yep, we do have that advantage, but we can't execute it because they have that paralysis field. Yeah. That's the thing that tips the scale in their favor for now.
But apparently it is controlled from a central projector. And like that's literally one of the first comments that I made, like first time that was mentioned. Like, we have a plot point here.
Yes.
Which is danced around several times and it never actually comes up.
Oh, it comes up, but it fails.
Right.
They find the device and they realize, we can't actually do this.
So it's like
it's a dead end.
It turns out to be a bit of a red herring, yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Speaking of red.
Yeah.
They want to have one of these devices to examine, and Shay wants to do something.
Crew member number 5.
You'll have one, sir. If I have to rip one of the Kelvans apart to get it.
Shay, you'll get your chance, but you'll do it under order.
I like that. That was a very good comment by Kirk. It's like, okay, good idea, but you'll do it when I tell you to.
Yeah. It's a good command decision with respect. He's showing some affection to a young officer. Really good scene. I don't know the sort of television politics of race and authority relations in the 1960s well enough,
right,
to identify whether this was, progressive, displaying a non-stereotypical black crew member, or
no idea.
Because like Uhura was very counter-stereotypical in her representation.
Right. Yes.
She was black. She was a woman, and she was on the command crew on the bridge.
Yeah.
Right, not in a caring or a servant capacity.
Not working in the cafeteria or in the cleaning crew.
They have a plan because they've been watching
Kirk once again reminds Spock of his own one of his own abilities.
Yeah.
On a Mini R7, you were able to trick the guard by a Vulcan mind probe.
And they try it again, which apparently he can do through a wall.
Yes, he fondles the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And it does seem to have an effect on the guard.
That's Kalinda.
Although it seems to have more of an effect on Spock, who gets lurched away from the rocks, thrown away by, as we later learn, a disturbing series of images.
Yeah, but for some reason, the guard walks in.
Well, she noticed something. I mean, I guess she notices the mind probe or something, or at very least, she notices the commotion that is caused by Spock being flung about. We don't even know if she noticed the mind probe, but she does open the door.
Is grabbed by Kirk, who was hiding around the corner.
And who needs a Vulcan neck pinch when you can just do a little judo chop to the shoulder?
Very mild judo chop to an exposed shoulder, and she's knocked out, carried over, the device is taken from her, and now we have the advantage we need.
Everybody runs out straight into Rojan, who freezes them again, or at least only Kirk, actually.
And they're trapped, and the very statuesque Kalinda comes walking out again, gets her device back, clicks it back into place.
Not a lot of reproaches towards her.
No, but...
This cannot go unpunished.
The red shirts are picked out.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
As a leader, you realize the importance of discipline.
And Rojan says that he needs the specialists, but these other two are unnecessary. And Kirk makes a plea.
I'm responsible. Let them go.
Yep.
And Rojan, this is where I got really into this character.
Right, yes.
Each of us cares less for his own safety than for the lives of his command.
Exactly. We care about the mission. He runs a little bit of comparison. So, again, I'm wondering if he's just mirroring Kirk here. If it's actually him or if he's just like, okay. I mean, they're already the form is already starting to guide the function. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, well put.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, in perhaps the mirror universe, that's how Captain Kirk would act. He would assert his authority transparently, like, I've thought about the outcome. I've thought about what it looks like from your perspective. Here's what's going to happen, and this will make you submit because that's...
I know how you are. So Hanar gets to order to proceed. He presses a different button or he twists it a little bit differently. And the two are turned into cubed dodecahedrons, as I believe you just called them?
Cubed octagons or something.
Right. Because basically what you have is you take a cube and then you start shaving away the corners until the center, each of the faces becomes a new square.
Yeah, and is then conjoined by triangles.
Yeah, so you then have 6 squares and 8 triangles. So that's a D14 then, I guess. Not a fair die because the corners are much less likely to be landed on than the...
Yes, in fact, very unlikely to be landed on.
I mean, it's a polyhedron. It's just not a regular, or not one of the Archimedes bodies.
So, I recently watched a very long video that I got really interested in that there are way more shapes that fit the Platonic model.
Oh?
You can't sculpt them, but there's no reason why they have to envelop a space. They don't have to be solid. Because, like, a Platonic polyhedron has identical faces.
Yes.
Right? And identical vertices.
Yes.
And...
identical ribs.
Ribs of identical length.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't worry too much about, like, being able to sculpt something, you can actually do a lot of different shapes.
You probably have to go, like, different dimensions, or at least
you
probably have to insert inverting planes then.
Inverting planes is one of the ways to do it.
Yeah.
And then it gets really weird. Anyway, they tried to figure out in the writer's room, like, how are we going to show these, like, what's sort of terrifying that we can do? And I think the story was Dorothy Fontana had gifted a black obsidian dodecahedron to Gene Roddenberry, who had it in his office as a little sort of a toy to play with.
Yeah.
And it came up in conversation, we'll just turn them all into dodecahedrons for whatever reason, like maybe somebody just didn't quite know what a dodecahedron was. But that became this terrifying image. And it's so hokey, but it's also completely unique. And I guess, like, it's captivating imagery that you can, especially if you see something like that as a child, being frozen or being turned into supposedly an inert solid.
A crumbly rock, yes.
Yeah.
And he explains, because he says...
This is the essence of what they were.
Yes,
the flesh and brain and what you call the personality.
Yeah.
And then he crushes one.
Yes. Crumbles it to dust in his hand and declares...
This person is dead.
However, the other one can be restored, and he tosses it out onto the grass, tells Hanar to do his thing, and... Crew member number 4 is back.
Ensign Shay.
Sorry.
He has a name.
I'm doing the Galaxy Quest thing.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. Ngai.
Mum.
It's a bit of a shell game. I was paying attention to where the actors were originally standing and where they're solid.
It's actually correct.
Is it? Because Shay was on the left.
Yeah.
And then Hanar stands behind where they were, picks Shay up in his right hand, and then he hands Shay into...
No, he wasn't standing. He was standing. He took a few paces back. So he's standing on the same side as the crew is. So he will have Shay in his left hand, but then he turns towards to face Hanar, and then that means that it ends up in Lenar's right hand, and that's the one
Which
that he
one's
crumbles.
Lenar? Lenar's...
Sorry, Hanar,
Hanar?
not Len. Hanar, Hanar, that's the one. No, Hanar.
Hanar.
I don't know.
Hanar is the species from Mass Effect that I like.
It's spelled Hanar. Hanar.
Yeah, because English spelling. You definitely know how to do it. Anyway, Kirk sits and cuddles the crumbles of... Oh, Ensign Thompson, I think her name was.
Right.
This is the first female redshirt to die.
He does his harrowed look very well.
Yeah. Other female officers have perished in the line of duty before, but they all had blue uniforms.
Oh, right.
And I wonder if this is also sort of playing with the trope, the black guy dies first, the very Hollywood thing, and that it's the security officer who survives. And, I actually don't know what the female officer's job was.
No idea.
Red is engineering and security?
She was the one who was doing scanning for the life form, so it might have just been general science. Well, then it would have been a blue uniform again. Oh, well. Let's see. We have a commercial.
I can't forget the picture of Yeoman Thompson crushed to a handful of dust.
Yeah, neither can we.
because the work on the Enterprise is proceeding. The command crew is still in the prison cell on the planet, but the ship is already being modified.
And Spock is recovering from his mind where he saw a series of bizarre and exotic images and mathematical equations fused and blurred. And the only thing that he recalls clearly is immense beings.
100 limbs which resemble tentacles. Minds of such control and capacity that each limb is capable of performing a different function.
Not juggling.
It'd be difficult to coordinate.
There you go. I mean, yeah, he can juggle with multiple people, I guess, but yes.
Well, if they look that way normally, why did they adapt themselves to our bodies?
To fit the Enterprise.
Yep.
Because, yeah, huge beings with tentacles, that's not really going to work in the Enterprise. It's not really built for that.
Yeah.
You'd be crawling through...
Immense beings with 100 tentacles would have difficulty with the turbolift.
There's a little bit of back and forth that, like, okay, what can we do? Maybe if we modify the medical tricorder, we can block the signal. No, it's not strong enough for that, so that goes off.
Jam.
That's the solution.
Jam.
I'm sorry, I got really excited by him saying jam.
I like that jam. But no, deception.
Yes.
Spock is going to put himself in a Vulcan coma, which is quite akin to vacation.
Yeah, he talks about it because Kirk Vulcan explains to him,
Vulcans have the ability to place themselves in a kind of trance.
What?
Why is it always Kirk telling Spock what he can do?
Yeah, I guess that's the nature of their relationship.
Yeah.
They've probably had a talk about it and then what they like.
Remember that thing what you do with your tongue? It's like...
Yes, I do, in fact.
We find it more restful to the body than your so-called vacation.
And he sort of touches his own face, which I guess is, mind meld onanism.
It'll take a moment to prepare. I mean, it's like you've seen him do like that same gesture, like when they're doing a mind meld. Sometimes they do it to their own head. Sometimes they do it to the other person's head.
Usually the other person's face,
right?
Or
yes.
to the rock in
this case, yes. And he stands there, and you can see him just kind of nod off and then teeter over sideways, like having to be caught by.
Yeah, because he could have totally lied down.
I know, right?
I think he wants the excuse for a cuddle because he could completely get away with it, and now they're going to catch me.
I mean, it would have made sense if the guard had actually been watching, and like he suddenly clutches his head and then falls over. Great acting. That's how we wanted to do it. But the guard is just standing there looking the other way.
Yeah, and has to be alerted by Kirk.
Mr. Spock is ill. The doctor thinks he may be dying.
Yeah, oh no.
And Hanar sort of looks in like,
This illness came on him rather suddenly. Is it not unusual?
Yeah, so Anar tells him to get away from the door, walks in with his hand on his belt buckle, but he sees that Spock is indeed not too well and gives permission or even orders to have him beamed aboard.
I really like that they're not super powerful aliens. They just have these powerful devices.
Right, yes.
Right? They're just people. They're actually quite fragile, and they know it. So what they have is technology and good planning.
And a great deal of overconfidence.
Yeah, well, trepidation doesn't always get you very far.
No, very good point. So, in order to save on special effects, we cut to Spock being wheeled into sickbay by Bones.
What special effects were you expecting there?
Well, just a bip out. It's not really much.
Just the beaming, yeah.
Oh, that was a bit.
And let me see. It's Tomar and McCoy doing the wheeling. And McCoy immediately gives orders to Chapel.
Stokeline, but Doctor, that's...
Don't argue, nurse. Just
That's it.
Yeah, because Stokeline is never mentioned what it is, but it's pretty much nothing.
Stokeline for the soul.
We see a quick glance between McCoy and Spock. Spock briefly opens his eyes and closes them again because the ruse is still on.
Well, you can see Bones actually doing a quick little nose shake with his eyes.
Yep, not yet. We're not in the clear.
He gets another shot of Stokeline.
And McCoy thinks, there, job done.
You see, it's a flare-up of Regilian Cassava fever.
He should be fine in a few hours. And the very trusting Tomar says,
Very well. I will inform Rojan. You will stay here.
Of course, no problem. There's a conversation between Rojan and Kirk, which is sort of like, we are not so different, you and I.
What do you want from me now?
We will beam aboard the vessel shortly. I wish you to understand your duties.
My duty is to stop you in any way I can.
You will obey.
Or you will kill more of my people.
I really admire Rojan's intelligence in this. Like, his decisions, while, yes, they are crimes. He murdered someone.
Yeah.
And yes, he wants to steal the ship and conquer. But with that being his objective, his mission, he's really not doing more harm than he actually needs to.
Yeah, I mean, he's not malicious, no.
And he's doing the exact harm that will get results, right? If he'd only hurt or imprisoned someone, there would be more resistance. He correctly predicted that.
Yeah.
Which would require a harsher punishment in order to quell or set a bad example. And like he starts off with, this is the terror that I can inflict. And he, in fact, like he restores one of the victims specifically to show that's also an option.
Yeah.
Stick and carrot.
I suppose, yeah. Well, stick or no stick. Which I mean, calling not the stick the carrot is a bit pushing it a little bit, but
no, but like turning someone back from a solid is a boon to them.
Sure, yeah.
Like returning someone is a boon.
He basically goes,
Captain Kirk, I cannot believe that you do not understand the importance of my mission.
Oh, no. I understand perfectly. I just vehemently disagree.
Yeah, but I think it's about, like, you don't have to think it's important. Yeah. You have to understand that it's important to me.
Yeah.
And you have to respect that I will do quite a lot. You can't imagine that I won't. And he returns that.
I respect your devotion to your duty, but I cannot permit it to interfere with mine.
In the meantime, the woman is picking flowers because that's just how women be in the 1960s.
Oh, what is this? Oh, that's lovely.
Well, what do you call them? And
flowers. I don't know the variety.
And she says, our memory tapes tell us of such things on Kelvan.
Memory tapes? How modern.
Yeah, and they're crystals. And, oh, here's a good line.
We call them sashir.
And there's an actor, and she played Jennifer Cale on Agatha All Along. She's played a few other things, named Sashir, because her parents were huge Trekkies.
Ah, nice.
And they picked the name, the Kelvan word for flower for their daughter.
Very good.
Which causes him to say...
A rose by any other name.
Yeah.
Although the full line is actually that which we call a rose.
Fair enough,
is a valid sort of distinction or specificity.
By any other name would still smell as sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I've heard people more or less successfully argue that it wouldn't, but, you know.
But if you didn't call it a rose?
Yes. Because, I mean, roses have connotations, and it's not... I mean, the scent would technically be the same, but the connotations would not be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So Shakespearean nerd in me has to get out and chime in here because the context of that quote is from Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo's like, you know, like, it would be easier for me to love you if you weren't, like, part of my family's, like, sworn enemy. And I do think that's kind of a little important here because maybe it's Kirk being like, you know, maybe we could get along more, maybe I could appreciate you more, or maybe I could even appreciate, like, your captain more, and this whole situation if we weren't enemies. Because I do think there is almost something there about that parallel between Kirk and Rojan, or Kirk and his attraction to Kalinda. I think there's something there when you do appreciate the context of that line, and the line being about wanting to understand something or wanting to be interested in something, but that kind of dichotomy and that friction of not being able to because of the situation which you're in, and that's kind of something that Kirk is also in a little bit here. And I think that's kind of fascinating.
We've jumped to warp 8.
And
we'll go faster yet. Increase speed to warp 11.
Everybody turns into lizards, episode over.
There's a different scale then. They didn't have the logarithmic scale yet. I read something in the trivia that, you know, by the time of The Next Generation, there's a line that intergalactic travel would take several centuries.
Right.
Suggesting that by that time, Starfleet ships are about as fast as Kelvan ships.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
To the point that maybe even Kelvans aren't really that advanced, except, you know, that much more advanced than Starfleet.
And it was still a generational ship, even at warp travel. Yeah.
And Kirk says he's going to sickbay. Because
I'm going to sickbay. My first officer is taken ill.
Yes, I was informed.
He's very gracious about it. Yeah. Okay. No. He's showing good leadership here. It's like, you know, checking up on your people.
Yep. Permitting empathy. I suspected at this point that Rojan was aware of the potential duplicity and let it happen a bit, but he kept it under control, as we would find out later that he's aware of quite some duplicity on the part of the prisoners.
Yes.
Because, it is a prisoner's responsibility in military chain of action, chain of command.
Escape, yes.
Yeah. Survive, evade, resist, and escape.
Something
I believe
like
is the
that.
American
Yes.
doctrine, SEER.
They have managed to find out where the thing is, and it's in engineering, and we're going to jam it.
We're just going to jam it.
Jam, 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 jam. Scotty has an idea of tying in all the lab computers to give it a bit more juice. Give it a bit more, Willie!
If it wasn't no, wait, that's a different Willie.
And they climb up a ladder, do Scotty and Spock, into this secret space.
Yeah, we've seen this room. We've seen this room before. It was like invaded by. I think this might be life support or so.
Yeah, where there's an officer in the background, just walking around, apparently not part of this.
It's quite a lengthy scene, and you see one officer standing at the top, and you see purple guys standing at the bottom of the stairs. And they were instructed to just stand there and move around, move a little bit, and talk to each other.
But this is no longer an option. Disabling their device.
We have to do whatever it is we must do. It is impossible.
Because the casing is as strong as the other material, we're not going to be able to get in, and so there is something else that we have to do, and
I can't say I like it.
Nor I.
Yeah.
But it must be made available to the captain.
It is not. It's kind of like darkly hinted that there is another option which is not yet being addressed. They understand each other, Scotty and Spock, but the audience doesn't get to. I wonder if this is the first time they tried blowing up the Enterprise. Like,
can't possibly be.
No,
there's
good
no.
point.
This is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so endemic to Star Trek.
Just like release the antimatter containment and blow up the ship is essentially what they're planning on doing.
Chief, is this the first time that they tried to blow up the Enterprise?
Okay, I really wasn't able to find anything on this concretely without going through every single episode synopsis line by line to see what they did, because there's no kind of reference for attempted sabotage or anything like that. The first time self-destruct was used was season 3, and obviously that didn't go through. I can't find anything concrete with this. I can't find people talking about this. I just cannot find anything with this without going through every single episode line by line, and I'm going to be honest, I'm just kind of not willing to go through line by line and every single Wikipedia page synopsis on are they trying to destroy it, because that's just I'm sorry. I'm good.
No, didn't
fancy
think so.
that?
Yeah. Well.
No, I'm hedging my bets.
Yeah.
But even though they have a matter-antimatter reactor on board and therefore just have a bunch of antimatter, which you could just supposedly release into the regular matter, the solution is to flood the nacelles with positive energy.
Right. I assume the implication here is that the barium is composed of negative energy.
Yep, and
when we engage the barrier, the ship will explode.
And Kirk balks at that.
Are you mad? I can't just...
But at that point, the turbolift doors opened and everything shuts up immediately. And we see the galactic barrier.
It's beautiful.
Mm.
And this is the sort of remastered edition of TOS, where I believe the galactic barrier is sort of retroactively... I don't know if it was like this in the original episode,
right,
or if it was made to look like this to sort of represent how it looked in The Final Frontier.
Oh.
Where it was sort of messy.
Cunning, yes.
Although there, the galactic barrier was the barrier of the interior, and now the suggestion is that it's a barrier on the exterior of the galaxy.
Oh, you mean the galactic barrier protecting the core of the galaxy or something?
Yeah.
Right, yes.
I think that was always the suggestion.
Just to keep the black hole safe.
Yeah, or us safe from them.
They're not locked in with us. We are locked in with them. No, it's the other way around.
Oh, there's a later season episode of Star Trek Discovery where they do the galactic barrier as well. It's really spacey wasty. It's very cool.
There is a tense moment as the ship approaches the galactic barrier.
Outside hull temperature rising, sir. Over 2,000 degrees now.
But mostly the tension is there's a flashing button and the engineer's finger is over it. And so even though the peril that everybody else is dealing with is the galactic barrier, which the Kelvans are afraid of because it tore their previous ship apart, we're worried about, is he going to press the button? Is Kirk going to give the order?
Which Kirk doesn't. He tells Scotty to hold off.
Yep.
Hold your position.
And immediately Scotty starts pressing other buttons, presumably because they were very close to blowing up.
Yeah, probably unflooding the nacelles again. It's like, and there's a shot of the Enterprise zooming off in the direction of the Andromeda Nebula.
Nebula?
Oh, sorry. Well, it's the galaxy, Andromeda Galaxy, I guess, yeah. So, interesting fact. If the Andromeda Galaxy were large enough to see by the... Oh, sorry, if it were bright enough to see with the naked eye.
Oh, yeah.
It would be 5 times the size of the moon.
Yeah.
It would be it would be super... Wow.
It's 5 moon widths across. It's crazy. Actually, a bit of a problem for most sort of amateur astronomers. There we go. Say that 10 times fast.
You can't really image it in one go, can you?
Yeah. Commercial telescopes or common telescopes aren't really have a wide field of view because you want to look at small things that are far away. The barrier is engaged. It's a cool special effect shot of the Enterprise flying into this purple, pink, blue cloud. Everyone's thrown about. They're all shielding their eyes from the view screen. Nope, not how it works. And finally they're through. It's a really cool shot of the Enterprise flying away from this barrier again. And whoosh, off.
We made it. All decks are reporting damage and casualties.
And Rojan praises him.
Your people are most efficient, Captain.
And then follows up with...
Einar, start the neutralizing operation.
Not even waiting for everybody to repair the ship?
Yep.
Or anything like that? No, just go and turn them all into little white cube polyhedrons.
Yep. And Kirk balks, but Rojan has already thought this through, because...
But there aren't enough of us to efficiently guard all of you all of the time.
And the food synthesizers can't keep up, and therefore we're going to neutralize all the non-engineer personnel.
Well, he says non-essential, but yes.
Or pardon me, yes.
Because none of those people actually needed to fly the ship or keep it in running order or tune the warp drive or...
Apparently not with the upgrades they've made.
Well, maybe, fair point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can do warp 11 now.
Yeah, cool. Why didn't they hold on to that?
They just sort of did. They've done warp 13 at some point. It's warpy. Oh, you can't even do spacey wacy with warp. It's just all warpy. There we go.
Warpy torpy.
And it's kind of terrifying. Like they really chew this technology.
We have no need for communication.
Yeah, and Uhura is reduced to an inert solid, and then also Chekhov.
Yeah.
But the imagery of Chekhov as an inert solid has a life of its own on social media. I think that there's a social media account, I forget which one it is, but every Saturday it tweets a gif of this, Chekhov. And it's Chekhov as happy weekend, inert solids.
And since Dre is capable of handling the ship from here on, apparently not up until here, but now she can. Now it's easy.
Yeah. And Kirk bears the weight of these emotions. And I want to joke about it, but it's actually really cool. There's a cut between Spock and Kirk and Scotty where they're both looking at the captain who's looking away, and they all know they were conspiring. Should he not have blown up the ship because the crew are now neutralized anyway?
Yeah, well, at least they have. I mean, at least they still have the chance to get unneutralized. And
Kirk walks down a hallway and finds it just littered with inert solids.
Very untidy. Anybody could step on one of those things and just accidentally crush it.
I know!
Do you not agree that this is a better thing for them than exploding the ship as your engineer had thought to do?
Death over dishonor,
Yeah, well, they detected it, and it would have been prevented anyway.
So
please accept your situation, Captain. It will make things much less painful for you.
And Kirk just stalks off.
Yep. Off to have dinner.
Yes.
With his buddies.
It is colored marshmallows tonight.
Cubes of foods.
Are they cubes? They don't look. They look more like they dip marshmallows in food coloring.
If those other things are dodecahedrons, then these can be cubes. Anything can be anything.
Sure, I'll take cubes. They are.
I like to think they're Jello shots.
Probably. Yeah. Margarita. Yes, those 4 are the only ones that the Kelvans consider essential. Everybody else on the ship has been dodecahedronized.
Yeah, and McCoy gives Kirk a hard time for not blowing up the ship.
Why didn't you kill us all?
Bones, that's enough.
But they don't get to argue this for very long. because in walks Tomar, who has a sincere question.
I do not understand why you take the trouble to consume this bulk material to sustain yourselves.
And he's got a little sort of pill dispenser.
Why don't you just take a pill? This is all you need.
There's no way that pill contains enough calories to keep a human body running.
Guess not. No, I mean, maybe it's in a super easily digested, concentrated form of uranium.
No, come on. You need.
I know.
You need carbohydrates, right? Yeah. You need to transform them into ATP. Like there's just an amount of matter that you need, and sure, a lot of it you eventually excrete, but that's after. Hey, now, I mean, a lot of your poo is blood.
Yes.
Right. It's added, like they're used up blood cells. That's why it's brown. No, it's not just food.
True.
But McCoy is ordered to assist Tomar.
It's your idea, Doctor. Go ahead.
Tomar is so busy looking at food that he doesn't hear Scotty talk.
Yeah.
Why don't we try again to knock out the paralysis projector?
It's like, remember, in the old age-old tradition of whispering in front of people.
Yes,
so
it's very Farscape, this scene.
Yes.
We need that projector to bring our people back to human form.
The second time it happened on the planet as well when they were still in the rock cell.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
It's like, silence. And points at the guard like they're listening, and then he walks 2 steps closer, and they just keep talking about it.
Yeah, at loud volumes. The microphones in the 60s weren't so sensitive.
But yes.
So Spock has another hypothesis. Because he says that, okay, I'm starting to figure out these Kelvans. They have superior intellectual capacity, but...
To achieve it, they've apparently sacrificed anything which would tend to distract them.
Senses like smell, touch, sensation, but then Tomar shouldn't be enjoying his food so much, which he clearly is.
But yes, and yeah, Spock basically comes to the form dictates the function.
Yeah.
But they have taken human form, and are therefore having human reaction.
Also very Farscape, a human reaction.
Yeah. So maybe we can just get them to react more human.
If we can confuse them enough, we can get those devices from their belts.
All right. So now they split up because there's 4 of them and 5 of the Kelvans, and that should be okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just we'll just have one person do more than one.
I'm choosing to see all of these as flirting techniques. Caught you by surprise there, eh? Because Scotty gets first pick.
Lad, you're going to need something to wash that down with.
Bones tries dousing them with drugs.
Yeah. An irritant, I believe it's described as, to have him climbing the walls to just piss Hanar off. Also a flirting technique.
What are you doing? Gonna give you a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the drinking contest starts.
Yeah, he's got a great pink jumpsuit.
Kirk goes to lay his moves on the lady. I forgot her name again.
This is Kalinda.
Kalinda, that's the one.
Yes, well, I don't usually go around beating up beautiful women.
Why not?
Well, I know better things to do.
And he kisses her on the shoulder. Oh, is that better?
Better? Was it intended as a remedy?
And then he does the snog, which she asks, oh, is there some significance to this? And he goes, oh, well, in my culture.
Oh, you are trying to seduce me.
Well, now.
She's been reading about it. Yeah, this business of love.
Why do you build such a mystique around a simple biological function?
We enjoy it.
Literature?
Love that line. And Kirk is realizing, he has the worst game out of all of them.
Right. This might be a lot harder than he was thinking.
Going well, but she kisses him just as Rojan walks in.
Right.
Who asks, "Is there some problem, Captain?"
Oh, not when I came in.
Oh, there's now. Yes, I mean, it should be not when I came in.
Yeah. Impregnable, huh?
Yeah.
And we have another scene where the Kelvans talk to one another, and Kalinda demonstrates what the captain just did, and she kisses Rojan, who's a little taken aback.
Yeah.
Very odd creatures, these humans.
What was that all about? It's like, okay. Yeah.
Weird. Boing.
Right. They go on to Scotty and What's-Face move on to bottle the 3rd, I think.
Yeah, another one.
You have more?
He likes his cups, does Tomar, which is the Spanish word for drinking. Me gusta tomar mis copas.
And Spock has taken over from Kirk to, now the seed of doubt or jealousy has been planted.
I thought that was brilliant.
It is Spock who sits there and goes, logically guiding him towards the conclusion that he wants him to arrive at.
Yeah, because he starts off by commiserating with Rojan about humans, right? It's
so
very
weird.
difficult.
I often find them unfathomable, but an interesting psychological study.
While they're playing three-dimensional chess, where Rojan makes a bad move despite his intellectual superiority.
Yeah, he's distracted. I think that's how I read that scene. That his human emotions, his jealousy is bubbling up and it's distracting him from his game.
Yeah. Ooh. Alternatively, he just has bad indigestion, but he's never had indigestion before, and he doesn't know what emotions are, and Spock is just kind of talking him into believing that his indigestion is actually jealousy.
Possible, yeah.
Because,
You are not jealous. No. Nor upset. Certainly not.
Oh, Spock must be so excited. All the practice he's had on McCoy is finally paying off.
And needling McCoy is now working on.
Checkmate.
Oh, yes.
Scotty's quarters are quite something. We have a sort of pole arm.
Yeah. No, it's not a pole. I think it's just meant to be some sort of instrument.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's other sort of... They're two...
Oh, maybe this is
two
just
things.
art.
The one on the top right, I think, is a kind of carpenter square.
Oh, okay.
And the bottom one, I don't know what it might be. Something along those same lines. Maybe a protractor, or is the word is compass. I always get those two confused. Protractor is for drawing circles, and a compass is for measuring angles. That's the one here.
Okay, I only know them in Dutch.
Right, and they're the opposite.
Oh. It's if you want to know what tremolo and vibrato are, look on an electric guitar, and it's the opposite.
Wow.
Electric guitar has a tremolo bar that does vibrato and a vibrato knob that does tremolo.
Wow. They're on bottle number 3 right now.
Where Scotty's is...
I found this in the room.
And what is it? Well, it's... And it's not really chewed out so much. He only says that's the one
green.
time.
Yeah.
And pours him quite a healthy dram.
Every time. You just he completely fills up the glass every time round.
And Rojan is showing signs of strain as well at this point.
I do not wish you to fraternize with any of the humans.
Oh, why not?
And he's kind of reasonable about it. They offer such strange ideas, but she's quite critical.
Have you given this order to the others?
No. And I wish you to particularly avoid Captain Kirk.
I will not.
No,
there you go.
Petulant little foot stomp.
Yes. She's very, very sort of adamant.
You have told me over and over again, humans are no threat to us. We are superior.
And I will do as I please. And he grabs her, and she just makes a point of looking at his arm what are you doing?
You will do as you're told, otherwise I'm going to neutralize them all. Because, that's really going to help us keep the ship going.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasp Thingy gets another shot.
Yeah, Hanar, he's getting... I'm not quite sure about the sort of timeline, because it seems like he was talking about several more days.
Well, he said he was going to get 3 of those a day.
Oh,
so this might be the same the same day.
And meanwhile, all the drinking is still going on, where Scotty still has a... Oh, he's so emotional.
All I have is a bottle of very, very, very old Scotch. Whiskey!
There you go.
Well, I will try it.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
And he lifts this helmet where there's a dusty bottle. Why is it covered in dust? And also, does it age in the bottle? No, so it has no value other than rarity.
Exactly, yes. No, basically once it's taken out of cask, it stops aging. Then you can have a 30-year-old bottle of 5-year-old whiskey, but it's still 5-year-old whiskey.
Right.
Because the time in the cask counts. But I love how he just looks at that bottle.
I was saving you for... What?
We'll never find out.
No.
I wonder if a lot of fan fictions were written about this one. Ooh, maybe there'll be, hey, Chief, if we do a story time about this, you know how we do those sometimes? Maybe there's something about what he was saving it for? That'd be fun.
So the other three are back in the rec room, and they're wondering where Scotty and Tamar are because we haven't seen them in hours.
Yeah.
Thing is, I can't tell if we're getting anywhere.
I think, okay, I love this montage. These scenes are really well done.
Yeah.
Like they're played quite long. They're not short enough to really be a gag.
No.
But just the pace of having several scenes with each of them and seeing this progression while the humans aren't quite sure if it's working. I think it's.
I mean, there's plenty of gags in there because, like, they're talking about like how he's getting Hanar riled up by giving him shots of formazine, and that Rojan is establishing symptoms of jealousy. Kalinda comes walking and he goes like, "Oh, I want to talk to you, Captain." And Spock goes like, "Doctor, I'm due for another injection." Doctor's like, "No, you're not." "Yes, I am."
He's got the arm tap on the shoulder, like
Stokeline.
yeah.
Because you're the worst wingman ever.
I know. Hey, this is the bros.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be bros too. And oh, he gets it. Fine. Off we go. And Kalinda, she's sort of putting the moves on him now.
Yes, she is wants to do a little bit. She's done some supplemental reading, and goes,
Yes. I was wondering, would you please apologize to me again?
And Kirk does what I can only describe as a Riker smirk.
"Yes, absolutely."
And
Absolutely.
Kalinda does it right back.
At it. Yeah. Yes.
Mutiny!
Mutiny.
Hanar walks in, and he has things to say.
First, I do not like the way responsibility and duty has been portioned out to us.
It's the way your duties have always been
That is
assigned.
my second quarrel with you.
Hanar!
Further, I do not care much for the way you run this ship.
Hanar, confine yourself to your quarters.
Which he does. He just walks off. It's a bit of a non-starter, this argument, but it shows what's going on.
Because Rojan, he smacks the railing out of irritation, to Drea's surprise, because he started off so robotic, and now he's already sort of slipping into.
He's becoming a little bit. I love how he also sits in that chair just like Kirk does all the time. It's which is again strengthens my idea that he's basically mirroring of Kirk.
Does
Kirk's
he sit
behavior.
in the chair?
Yeah, it's coming right up.
Oh, okay. Because he hasn't so far. Yeah.
I need some more experiments.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah.
There's a lot of apologizing going on there.
There is forbidden love because...
Rojan has forbidden me to see you.
No. Well.
I believe the phrase is...
I need some more experiments.
That's it. Yeah, I think we're going to add that one to the sound effects pile, which is growing rapidly. Chief, send me that one and I'll add it to the pile.
Yes.
Spock goes to the bridge under some pretext just to needle Rojan more because it's been working.
Who is like, "Hey, you're not supposed. What are you doing here?" It's like, "Oh, I got some regular duty super form here."
Yeah,
so,
fine,
okay,
sounds
go on
fine.
then. Which is to Rojan's credit, he's like, yeah, he'll challenge him, and he goes like, ask them, get a response, and okay, yeah, that sounds all right. And yeah, he's not one of those weird dictatorships where everything must be done, even if it's stupid.
Every interaction is a test of loyalty asserting dominance.
Exactly.
And, he casually asks Spock, "Hey, about that Captain Kirk?
Yeah, have you seen him around?"
Yeah, no, well,
Well, I left him in the rec room.
He was alone then? No, Kalinda was with him.
And
it would appear, sir, that you have little control over her.
Or perhaps Captain Kirk has more.
Which sends him stalking off immediately.
Yeah, this would be a great time for Spock to do what the ever. Oh no, Drea's still there.
Right, yes. Which we've already seen, he could just walk up and grab her, Vulcan neck pinch her, take the little device, and then start using it on the rest of them.
We don't know that they respond to that.
Good point.
He tried the mind probe, and that was bad for him. She easily
the judo chop to the neck worked just fine.
That is true. Maybe
and
they are
humans, so maybe their brains might not be, but their bodies are. So, and we do think that a Vulcan neck pinch is just kind of it's kind of meant to be just a nerve pinch, isn't it?
It works on horses. And Picard can do it. Data can do it.
Yeah, I know.
Once they've learned how.
Maybe not everybody keeps their genitals in the same place, but
or their thoracic nerve.
But yeah.
And finally, Tomar is feeling some reaction. It's sort of like the drinking game between Gimli and Legolas in the Two Towers. He goes,
very interesting.
But finally, he says,
But I feel rather...
I feel strange, but also good.
And he falls over. Oh!
We did it, you and me.
He's so proud. There's still quite a decent amount in that bottle.
Oh, I think that's just the label. I'm pretty sure that the bottle's pretty much empty.
Oh, no, I see what you mean now. Yeah. It's,
he takes the device, starts to head off to the captain, but doesn't make it past the door.
Yeah, another dead end, or
I think,
a plan that doesn't pan out, which I
mean, it kind of did, because they've got one of the guys eliminated now.
I wonder if sort of procedural or adventure or spy shows were more like this at the time. Because, while this was being filmed, that's where the cinematographer from. The cinematographer for this episode was the regular cinematographer for Mission Impossible, which was filmed 2 doors over in Desilu Studios at the same time.
So they were just doing a little bit more hijinksy type things here, I guess.
Oh, this gives me an opportunity.
This is coming dangerously close to hijinks.
I added that one. Thank you, Chief, for the recommendation.
Yeah. Well, you should definitely not let Kirk shenan, because if you let him shenan once, he will shenan again.
Oh, God. And Kirk does he sets himself up as a romantic rival.
Oh, yes.
Because Rojan is trying to confront Kalinda, but...
You did this to her. Corrupted her. Turned her away from...
If you can't keep her, that's not my problem.
And Rojan physically pulls Kirk away, and then Kirk smacks him in the face.
Yeah. Slaps him again, and a fight ensures.
Yeah.
A bit of table rolling, crushing the ornaments.
Yeah, grabbing the face, and Kirk rightly points out...
Why don't you use your paralyzer?
Because that's, Kirk's move is talking people to death. He does it to computers, he does it to everyone. So I really wonder what... He must have planned for this, either a physical confrontation or to be paralyzed. Which one would work out for him? I think he was hoping for this. This physical conflict.
And he basically accuses him of basically being human.
Yeah.
Because...
You're trying to kill me with your bare hands.
Yeah.
Would Kelvin do that? Would he have to?
No, you're a human.
Yeah.
More slappy fighty.
There's a cool shot where Rojan sort of slaps him and pushes him back into the arms of his bros who are waiting there to catch him, and Kirk goes...
I'm stimulating him.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Is that what they call it?
And they toss him back into the fray. There's more Star Trek fighting, arm lock breaks, arm holds, and Kirk is really sort of leaning in on this.
To use this ship, you have to use our form, and now you're stuck with it, you and your descendants, for the next 300 years. You fool! These bodies are tools wherever they go it.
But just in a few days, you're already changed. And...
when the ship gets to Kelva, the people on it will be human.
Yeah, there'll be aliens, enemies.
It's a brilliant argument.
Well, it kind of is, but then he follows it up with...
Your mission is to find new worlds for your people to live in.
So, let's get these enemies over here.
I mean, okay, now we're getting to what some people really disapprove of. And it's totally true. These are criminals. They've committed crimes against people. They've stolen the ship. They've murdered one person. Rojan specifically had. And that's a very difficult thing to... I mean, that's not something one should forgive. That's not justice. But peace is an even higher priority than justice.
Right. And getting everybody else on the ship safe.
Right, yeah.
And you can be very principled about it and go well, no, they must be... You can also be duplicious about them and tell them to do this, and then once you have control back, then you... Okay, now we take you back and we sentence you for crimes. But, it's...
I mean, the other outcome, one path out of this situation is the Kelvin invasion of our galaxy. Right, and from what we know, they are technologically capable of it.
Right, yeah.
Now that they know how to get through the galactic barrier safely with that knowledge, and they have the desire to. Who knows what the population of Kelva actually is? They still talk about just one planet.
We don't know, yes.
But their whole galaxy is uninhabitable, so they need planets in other galaxies.
But, they still propose that...
A robot ship could be sent to Kelva with the Federation proposal.
And Rojan is kind of astonished that you do that.
Yeah.
You would extend welcome to invaders?
And no, but...
But we would welcome friends.
Yes.
And yeah, here, Kirk is forgiving the man who murdered his officer in front of him.
I don't want to fight with an elf. I don't want to fight next to an elf.
Oh, there we go. That's a very different one. Never
fight with, yeah.
And Kirk sort of rationalizes it.
Rojan.
Or Spock.
You were only a link in a chain, following an order given 300 years ago.
Yeah.
And that this was an opportunity to set out a destiny of his own, appealing to his ego and desire for leadership. But yeah, while it's horrible to almost reward these people who committed such crimes, there's a phrase, I don't know where I heard it before. You don't make peace with your friends.
Right. No, of course not. Yeah.
Right. So if you're out there and you want to create peace and as an alternative to conflict, you're only going to do that with people who have harmed you or who are bad to you or whatever, because that's the only time that it's necessary. And it's not just, but
yeah, it's the only way. It's the only way out of conflict. Yeah.
Yes, conflicts are never just.
Eye for an eye makes the world blind.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to step out of that at some point.
And so it's a shame that more isn't done with this particular decision. Of course, it's explored in other episodes of Star Trek, but also I've just seen a particular episode of Strange New Worlds, which features their version of Captain Kirk and, on his journey of command and learning about consequences.
Oh, yes. That's the latest episode at this point, at point of recording.
Yes.
I haven't seen that one yet. We're one episode behind.
So it's in my, the temporal vortex, basically. So that's on my mind, like, what kind of the sort of moral compass that drives Kirk, where justice is really important, but it's not the only thing that's important, and so is peace, but not at every cost.
Yeah.
And harm has been done, but it can be averted in the future.
There's an apology between Rojan and Glinda.
Kalinda, but we can call her Glinda from now on. I mean, she does appear out of nowhere, and she's got the blue dress.
And the blonde hair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, our friend Dusty was really disappointed when he saw the trailer for Wicked Part 2 because he was very emotional in the first film, and he's a clothier and a designer, and he made a fantastic pink outfit to go to the first. And now he
was surprised that it was a musical.
Yeah. He didn't know that Wicked was going to be a musical. He had an amazing time. I sat right next to him. He was in tears when the nightclub scene happened, and then the lights came on for the intermission while he was still sobbing onto his boyfriend's shoulder.
Oh, that's bless.
And now he can't wear the pink outfit for the next film because he's got the blue dress this time.
Oh, dearie me. But yes, I mean, Kirk has a little bit of confusion.
You see, Rojan, being human does have certain advantages. Being able to appreciate the beauty of a flower or a woman.
Yes.
And Rojan is convinced. Calls up to the bridge.
I'm returning command of the ship to Captain Kirk. You will follow his orders.
And that's the end of the episode.
Turn the ship around. We're going home. Knowing look between Spock and Bones.
Bones is giddy.
Yeah. It's hey, look at how we did this.
And that's the end of no come down from this. It's structurally kind of amazing that so much time is given to the adventure.
Yeah.
And the resolution is paced right, and then we just don't have a come down. Very good.
Thank you.
I loved this episode, Kay.
Oh.
And thank you to Toledo for recommending it, because the elements that you identified, I don't think I've ever been as impressed with an episode of the original series as much as this. I've enjoyed other ones before, but here, this is structurally innovative. The characters are intriguing. There's a whole bunch of character dynamics going on, and yes, a whole bunch of the crew unfortunately gets fridged.
Right.
There's been.
I mean, presumably they're going to be,
decompressed. Yeah, one imagines.
Yes.
But this was the 10th episode in a row without Sulu in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Was he off doing other things?
One hopes so.
Yes.
Not everybody got paid for every episode.
Oh, good point.
Television budgets. But so, okay.
Yes.
What?
So fucking cool.
What do you think was so fucking cool?
I loved Scotty's little hideaway place, the harness with the bottle of scotch hidden in it. That was definitely my favorite here.
I saw you writing something down. Was that a note to self for your own sort of decoration options?
Oh, no. It's just I like to write these things down during the episode when I remember. It's I've actually got a little list at the top.
I've got a little list.
things that I need to remind myself of while watching it, so that
cool.
I'm caught less off guard by we do this item that we do every time, and I have to think up something on the spot. And it's much better if I have thoughts while we're watching the episode and write them down. So this works fine for me. So yes, what's yours?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still talking about his just hiding place. Not that he had a kilt and a sporran and bagpipes and a targa and a couple of other things.
The Scots weren't particularly known for their full-on medieval harnesses.
No, that wasn't their style. Oh, maybe those are trophies that his family retrieved from certain unwelcome guests from south of the border. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This helmet used to have a head in it, but it's rotted away in the meantime.
Replaced it with a bottle of whiskey.
Aye, wasn't up the Starfleet code, had to leave it behind. Kicked it off the moon! As much as I like Rojan, how he's put together, I really like Kalinda, because she comes in the end that she does have a lot of respect for Rojan still, who feels sort of slighted. And she kisses him, which I like to think is not a sort of romantic thing as much as it's, sexual, and that she's someone who's now discovered, so intimacy and sex are really fun. I can do that with all of my friends that I respect.
Very good point, yes.
And her attitude throughout this, the sort of deadpan coolness while still appreciating things, that's a really cool, well-written character.
I
know, it was supposed to be titillating, of course.
Oh, yes. The 60s.
But I like it.
Good. So, we always have a little thing where we talk about what we imagine is a deleted scene.
Captain's log, supplemental.
Yeah. I think the first time, oh my God, I'm just connecting it right now. The first time that Kirk kisses Kalinda. No, let's do it here right at the end, where she's talking about apologizing to Rojan, right?
Most pleasurable.
And they do more kissing.
Yeah.
That as Kirk is giving the orders, they continue kissing in the background.
Yeah.
And then their sort of containment starts to fade, like in Galaxy Quest, and the tentacle comes out and wraps around. And everyone is in the back and go, get him.
Oh, that's wrong.
I wonder if Galaxy Quest based that idea on this. That the Thermians, which are multi-tentacled creatures.
I know, right. Ooh, that's possible.
Oh my God.
So I've got, for my missing scene, I've got written down during the scenes where they are trying to get the crew and to enjoy their senses, they get invited to the orgy in Cetacean Black Ops.
Whoa! Introducing a whole new amount of lore. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, a secret team that plays together stays together.
There you go.
But don't pee in the pod.
Well, no, that's just... Well, actually, that's what they've ever been to a dolphinarium.
Yeah, okay. What do you... Oh, and I'm just noticing something that I'm intrigued by. For some reason, my browser, where we're watching all these GIFs, which have text over them, because that's our interface, is offering a translate button.
Oh.
And... Oh, no, it's just translating it back into English. Oh, boo. I thought it was doing something exciting. Never mind, dead end, like there have been others in this episode.
Thank you to Toledo for recommending this episode to us.
Yes, that was brilliant. I always look forward to Toledo's recommendations.
Oh.
It's really opened up a new appreciation for Star Trek. I don't know if television was this clever in the 1960s.
Well, I mean, we're just retroactively attributing cleverness to it, or...
Well, I mean, Star Trek is a huge continuity to us that stretches back into the 60s,
yes.
But I don't know a lot of 60s television. I've never watched that era of, Mission Impossible was being aired at the
Brady
time.
Bunch? I have no idea if that was 60s or not.
That's 70s even.
Is it? Oh.
And it seems hokey by today's standards, but I wonder if the standards of the 60s were even hokier.
Right. And, of course, the TV tropes were, different and less developed, and, certain things of showing were... Yeah, they meant different things. If you're just talking about the sets and everything had to be vibrantly colored to...
Oh, yeah, for the standards of television transmission at the time.
Exactly. So, yes, and that all contributes to the look and feel of things.
Thank you so much, Toledo, once again. And yes, the references to serialization, or at least the references to earlier adventures that they have, that must have been thrilling at a time when that was quite rare.
Yeah.
We, unfortunately, don't get any of that because we didn't see those previous episodes. But
and if you, the listener, would like to recommend an episode for yourself, one that you like more than anybody else, or one that holds specific meaning or significance to you, you can go to joyoftrek.com/links, where you will find a submission form which will allow you to recommend an episode to us. There's also a link to our Patreon page there, in case you want to
join
keep
the
lights
growing
on.
ranks of lemon-stealing whores
yes.
who get bonus episodes where we hang out with our chief engineer through the temporal vortex. And, I think last time, which will be in the future. No, that has been in the past by now, because that's how the temporal vortex works. We watched Star Trek
I think we're up for recording another one
oh my God, that is
within 2 weeks. Yeah,
Star Trek
2
Borg, the interactive video game from 1996. I was very proud. Thank you to Tempo for recommending that one. But yes, that's joyoftrek.com/links. That's LINKS, because doing LYNX will just show you a picture of cute links. Okay, are you ready for the clues for the next episode of Star Trek that we're going to watch?
Next time on an all-new episode of Star Trek.
Because next week we're doing a story reading, and then after that we're discussing an episode with these quotes. Starting off with...
Mountain, of course. Don't tell me you're a Lakeside supporter.
Mountain,
don't tell me
Lakeside supporter, or Lakeside. Oh, they're teams.
That sounds like that's what. Yeah, if you're talking about supporter, then it makes sense that there's teams involved.
So
yes,
something Mountain, something Lakeside.
Yes.
All right.
Go Capricorns.
3 years is a long time, Captain. One needs companionship.
Okay. 3 years is a long time.
Go Seabucks.
Perhaps they'll miss Voyager so much, they'll do everything they can to follow us.
Oh, well, okay.
Guess it's a Voyager episode?
Yeah.
Or is
so
this
season 3?
a red herring?
Is it?
I don't know.
If there's an intelligent species down there, we'll be able to track their development. Not just for days or weeks,
but
for
God.
centuries.
Oh,
is this the accelerated time?
I think it is.
Yes.
Where they're in orbit of a planet with... what's it called? Do you have an idea?
No, not a clue. But I know that it's the one where they see the whole planet, the society develop in fast forward.
Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, one more clue.
How does this sound? The Weird Planet Where Time Moved Very Fast, and So Did the People Who Live There, by Naomi Wildman.
Oh!
Right.
Your title is verbose. I suggest you try to condense it.
That's very obviously a Tuvok comment.
Oh, it's 7, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
It could be either. Actually,
they both tend to lean towards that kind of flippancy.
But yes, so this is the Weird Planet Where Time Moved Differently by Naomi Wildman.
And now the chief is going to tell us what it's actually called.
Oh, I am so excited for this one. This is a favorite of mine. Voyager, Season 6, Episode 12, Blink of an Eye.
Ah, yes.
That is a better title.
Familiar. Yes, absolutely. So, thank you for joining us.
We love you all.
And we only have one last thing to do.
I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!